Hey, so today we're going to talk about a really foolproof way of activating the glute max. It's a really nice gluteus medius and gluteus minimus stabilizer as well, but for the most part, we're focusing on activating glute max here and getting it to turn back on. So sometimes I find if I've been sitting a lot or my hip flexors are really feeling tight, I have a hard time accessing my glute strength. And so for me, this is a really foolproof way of getting them to turn on. So what I want you to do for this one is you're going to get close to the wall, actually. So you'll just find a wall in your house. And we're going to stretch those arms and legs just straight out. And I want you to just angle your legs a little bit forward in front of you. That will help your balance a bit. We're then going to activate and draw the ribs and the abdominals in so that my shoulders are in line with my ribs, and then angled slightly forward are my hips. From there, I'm going to take that top leg and lift it up and then bring it behind me. Now I'm about maybe like 6 to 8 inches from the wall here. And you'll know if you're too far away if you can't balance. So you may have to make some little micro adjustments here. I'm going to touch the wall with my heel here, continuing to activate through my abdominals, pulling those ribs back and in, and just drive my heel directly behind me into the wall. So I'm feeling the front of the hip opening here and the glute activating in the back. Now I'm holding this with a really straight leg for about maybe 20-30 seconds, working my way up to longer activation times. From there, I'm going to bring the leg back center and then lower it down. I can do a little more external rotational work if I take the leg and turn it out slightly, lift it to hip height, draw it back towards the wall in an externally rotated position. Now I'm thinking not from turning from my foot, but turning from the very top of the leg and driving on a diagonal downward and backwards towards the wall behind me. Again, holding this for maybe like 20 to 30 seconds, working my way up and coming back center. Now, if I want to work a little bit more internal rotation, I'm going to turn the thigh all the way internally rotated from the very top of the thigh. Bring the leg behind me until I touch the wall with a really straight knee. Feel those ribs drawing back and in, and driving on this internally rotated position. The heel is driving backwards into the wall and then slightly at a downward angle. And I'm holding this again for 20 to 30 seconds. And then bringing it back in. And for me, I love to do this before I go out on a run or a bike ride to just make sure that those glutes are activating and my hip flexors are nice and open. My abdominals are engaged in the front. Let me know if you have questions below.